Hello, welcome to the Art of the Oracle. I am traveling, so I have a little bit of a different setup right now. My dog's getting in the video today. That's Darby. I am working with, I brought some of my favorite crystals with me. So I have Lemurian quartz crystals and these beautiful, these are petrified wood, but they're also been, in the west coast of Florida off of, it's my understanding, off of Oregon. So they've also been polished in the water. It's quite beautiful how my dog is really creating quite a stir in the background. So I always say that there's a reason for everything. And as soon as I got started is when she decided to start moving around. And I'll tell you what I heard when I was like sitting quietly and checking in with my higher guidance is the importance of understanding. And I've said this over weeks, is like finding our true nature and being true to ourselves, because there's a lot going on in the outer world and everything can be very confusing. And sometimes we don't even know what our true nature is. Trust me, I even understand that concept, that sometimes it's not easy to know what's ours and what's everybody else's. So getting quiet with yourself helps keep you in that direction, right? And then eventually we begin to trust a little bit more in what is really for us. But we have to make the effort to go in that direction. And that when we do, things become easier and things start unfolding and become more natural. And then our life just starts flowing more. So let's dive into the cards and see what they have to say. Now, this is the Divine Feather Messenger. Really beautiful deck. Thank you, Shelby. She got it for one of my, I think it was maybe my birthday or Mother's Day. So I'm asking what we most need to know. And I haven't had these out in a little bit. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so this is a very small space that I'm working in today, but I will be shifting around a little bit. It's hair and light. It says, let go of convention and follow your own unique path. And that, I guess, speaks very clearly to what it is that I was talking about. The importance of, knowing what that path is. And if you don't know what it is, find it. Because the more we become true to who we are, the closer we are to this path, the closer we are to becoming more of our unique self. So I'm going to see if I can read a little bit of what the message is. It says, let's see, as you begin to steady yourself and find a different way around old familiar patterns, you will feel more certain that you can indeed stand on your own. Yeah, so, we become indoctrinated by our society, and there's nothing wrong with that, but because they're important as well. But we become more valuable to ourselves and the whole when we understand more and more about our true nature. Your unique viewpoint can assist others in resolving issues and can help bring harmony. So the power of this bird is bringing in water and air, right? And it's bringing in the balance of like the emotional energy that's going around and the mind, all this thought and things that are coming in. We're getting, like AI and all these things that are happening. So let's see what the Sacred Creators, we're going to take that one, has to say in conjunction with all this. What can we add to the information that we have here? I haven't had these out in a while either. So maybe it's just this one. I'm going to give it one more shuffle. See if anything becomes like, oh, okay. Let's open this one up, and it says the spark of hustle. So this is a little fire energy. Let's see if I can. So it's a little bit dark. I'm hopefully I can lighten it up. And then fierce serenity. So these things kind of feel like, and I think this one is supposed to come out as well. So they kind of feel like they're in competition a little bit, but it's the same as this bird being part water and air. allowing us to get into right relationship with our thoughts and our feelings. So we can have thoughts about things and we can have feelings about things, and sometimes they're in different directions. The spark of the hustle, this is bringing a little bit of fire. So what this is telling me, it's card number 17, which reduces to an 8. And that's like things are like, we know that what goes around comes around, so to speak. So we're on this infinite cycle. And it's telling it there's something that needs to happen right now for us. And it's asking you to kind of get into the groove of that. And you will find this groove when you become more aware of your path and what's going on in your true nature. Now, I love this card. So if you can see, this Fear Serenity is also 8. So it's almost like having double 8s here around this beautiful heron. And, you know, this seems like, you know, like an oxymoron, two things that don't go together, fierce and serenity. But it's about taking the time to really get into a practice of stepping back into the true nature of yourself, is the way I see this card, is take that deep breath and be really focused on you. That's what I feel like this card is trying to tell us. And then we have changes, and the number here on changes is number 10, which is perfect. And this feels like we have, you know, a little bit more of this water energy coming in here. And it's saying that the things that we used to be able to count on are changing in a really big way. And it's telling us that we're going to need to flow with that. So the important thing is to become one with who you are and back into your true nature of all things, right? So let's get the final messages here from Chris Ann's. I have the Light Seers Tarot. Final messages, please, as we round off. Now that we're in May, this is my, I did a reading on Friday. That was the beginning of May. I feel like these cards are the ones that want to come out. So let's see. It's a little bit of a bigger, yeah. So the 7 of Wands to me is all about getting into the nature of you, is tapping into, sometimes it's about protecting you, but it's about understanding the difference between that is them and this is me. And so she's in this bubble. She's connected to her divine light, and then she can receive inspiration from others. Let me make sure that this comes in here. And then the Hanged Man, right? It's about a new perspective. It's about the changes coming in and the way that we can be in a similar environment, but just by shifting our perspective, we can see things and be available for things that we have never seen before. It also speaks to the serenity, which is an opportunity for you to take time away from the hustle of things. So it's asking you to either have a new perspective, take a time out, or really just look in a new way for some of the things that maybe you were looking at over in one direction that are now, you know, like you turn things upside down and everything looks completely different. We also have the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is about that intuitive energy. This is a time when we're being asked to move forward from a beautiful heart-spaced awareness. So that steps back into this ability to be able to know who you are and what you resonate with moving forward. This can also be a little bit of a lucky card, right? Because this is her jumping off. She's under the water here, but it's like this golden light energy. It's this ability to be able to receive from a beautiful heart space, all the things, the dreams, the wishes, and just kind of feel like you're going in the right direction. And the last 2 cards here, one's the Ace of Pentacles, that it is saying that this is a changing time. It's a new direction for all of us. And the 3 of Cups is about coming together in some way. And I'm kind of feeling like we're getting information from, and I think I said this last week in the reading as well, is that we're getting information from outside influences. And it's time for us to find our tribe, that there are changes going on, and we need to know who we're going to be able to count on. Who are we bringing into the foxhole? Who are we bringing into the tribe? Who are our confidants? Who are the people that we want to build this new world with? And that's what the 3 of Cups speaks to as well. So thank you so much for joining me here at the channel. I hope you have an amazing day, and until tomorrow, it is an opportunity on this day for you to find something new out of something old, just by changing your perspective and becoming more available to yourself. All right, bye now.